Good evening, sir. So, the number one question is, share your thoughts about the quotes, holding high expectation for our children will allow them to reach for the stars. In my opinion, holding high expectation for our children will allow them to reach for the stars. First of all, expectations for our children is sometimes hurt to the children, but the success of our children must be developed. Accept for the failure and don't be so sad. The failure is not an option. It is the giving experience who do not master the objectives, and it will be tutoring for our children so they can master the objective. And the number two, explain in your own opinion about three factors and give at least one example in each factor. Letter A, innovative. So the innovative is the thinking new idea, creating or something new. Example of innovative, inside the classroom, there's a group mates and the leader will distribute the task of each member. Then the leader collect the new idea of his or her member, so it will be follow the topic to be discussed and repeat and report to the front. So letter B is the collaboration. So collaboration is the same with the innovative that need cooperation. Like what I have said, in the innovative, creating a new idea, while the collaboration is need someone to produce or create. So the example of collaboration is also like the example of number one. When the group of member giving the task of individual, so the group will be so the member of the group will be produce or create the essay or the topic from the group, so the member will cooperate and discuss with the topic. And for letter C is the creative thinking. So the creative thinking is just like also the innovative. It is different ideas through existing information. So the example of creative thinking, like the number one, group mates or each member, they provide also the individual opinion and the topic which exists the information. The number three, explain on your own thoughts and 21st century affects our life. Why or why not? Why? Because 21st century, it affects the lives most of the students through the online course or they using the blended learning modality. Sometimes student or children, they cannot eat exactly the time. Sometimes also using technology, they cannot sleep well, and they gaming until morning, or what they call a 24-hour, they always using a technology. And the number four question is, explain each of the characteristics of 21st century teacher and give at least one scenario of both teacher and student in each characteristic. So the letter A is know how to collaborative. So the teacher know their place, action, and also cooperation the teacher to the student. So the teacher need to play sometimes to the student to free their feelings and accept the attitude of each student. So the letter B is forward thinker. So the forward thinker, this is the possible impact of the teacher to the student on how the teacher develop the skills in problem solving. So the letter C is adapt. So to achieve the goal, mission, and vision of the teacher to the student and absorb the student teaching of the teacher. And the letter D is a lifelong learner. So the a lifelong learner is the adaptation or absorb of the learner to the teacher on how teacher teach the student the possible outcome. And the number 5, explain in your own word and comprehension. Did you agree with the statement that a learning process should have a continuous process, that it should live a long process or not? So my answer is yes, because learning process is a lifetime learning. Learning process is an individual and no one can get your learning until you old. In the lifetime learning, it is also a lifetime that can never be forget, and it can be teach and teaching to other people. So learning process is a lifetime process.